We are standing in one of the best deals right here in the North Houston area. We're in Balmoral right now. I'm going to show you exactly where this is in a second, but I'm going to walk you through two different style homes right now. So this builder actually has a 2-story and a 1-story model. So that's why I selected this one specifically. So right now we are in the 2-story home. I got the price sheet right here. They just dropped prices on these things. You're not gonna believe what your money can get you out here in this area. So I'm gonna show you this 2-story. We're gonna go next door. I'm gonna show you the 1-story home as well, which are even lower prices. But in between there, I'm gonna pull up a map and I'm gonna show you exactly where Balmoral is in the Houston area. We're on the northeast side of Houston right now. So I'm gonna show you that, kind of show you how close we are to downtown, the airport, you know, the Woodlands, a lot of destination spots. And then we'll really zoom in and I'm gonna show you what there is to do around this area. So your shopping, your dining, your entertainment, and then one of the things we're gonna focus on, this community of Balmoral is really known for its amenities. So I'm also gonna pull that up and show you all of the amenities that you would have right here in this community. And then at the end, we're gonna pull up a mortgage calculator and I'm gonna show you, based on these prices for these homes that we're looking at right now, what a mortgage payment would likely look like. Not exact numbers, obviously, because it depends on credit and down payment and all kinds of other stuff, but in general, what you might be looking at for a home just like these I'm about to show you. So we're gonna start right here in this 2-story home. As you just saw behind me, the 1-story is right next door. So we're gonna check them both out right now. Okay, so here we are out front of the 2-story home. As you can see, the 1-story is right next door and we'll get to that one. I honestly don't know which one I like better. I think I like that 1-story better, so stay tuned and we'll check that one out too. But about this home here, this is called the Cayman plan. It's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, just under 2,800 square feet, 2-car garage, plus a game room upstairs. You got this nice little front porch also, and the price on this is awesome. So I'm gonna show you that as soon as we're done with this walkthrough. You can see you come in, you got this nice high vaulted ceiling right here on the entry, and then that to the left would be the garage space. So that would be your entry from the garage. It's being used as a sales office. So you would walk kind of from your garage into this office space, how they have it set up. I've seen a lot of people use that if you have kids as like a game room area. But what's really cool is you also have a half bath down here up towards the front of the home too. So if you have guests over, they have the option to use that half bath. They don't need to go into your primary, which is downstairs. So another look at this, I think this is technically like a formal dining room, but as you can see, it could be a little office space, could be a playroom for the kids. You have your laundry and mud room right here as well. So a nice, really good sized laundry room, you know, room for storage, maybe some cabinets above the washer and dryer there. So have plenty of space behind you for some more storage. And then you have this additional mudroom space right here. So, you know, backpack, shoes, all that stuff can go right there. And then you come over here and it really opens up into this great room. So you have the kitchen, dining room, and the living room, just all really open concept, pretty nice fixtures, high ceilings. You see this oversized island. You can fit about 4 bar stools right there, so it's great for entertaining. Gas cooktop, which is awesome. And then a huge pantry, so a big walk-in pantry here. So plenty of space for those Costco runs. You have an additional countertop and cabinet space right there around the refrigerator, which is awesome. Ton of storage in this kitchen. And again, this big oversized island, you have that sink right there in the center. To the right, you had another little pantry / storage closet there. And then you come over here into this dining room and living room space. So I really like, this is very similar to the home that I had in California, basically the exact same living room, kitchen, dining room setup. And it was really great. We have a couple kids, so, you know, when my wife was in there cooking, we had our son and daughter here at the island. You know, I was over there in the living room. You can kind of see what's going on, keep an eye on them at the same time. For us, it really worked out well. It was a beautiful home. You know, coming over here into the living room, you have the accent wall around the TV, which is really pretty. And then all those windows looking out to that backyard just let in a ton of natural light. Again, really big, useful space. I really like this entire living, kitchen, and dining area. Those nice light fixtures right there on either side of that TV on that accent wall. And they actually ran tile behind that TV, so pretty cool there too. But before we check out the primary, we're gonna come back this way. We'll go upstairs where we're gonna have a game room and 3 more bedrooms. So let's go ahead, go upstairs. As soon as you come upstairs, you can see this big game room. So they have that huge sectional right there. You can see a ton of space for kids or whatever run around. You can make this an office, do whatever you want with it. But on one side of this game room, you have this first bedroom, which is kind of like a secondary suite because it has its own attached bathroom, which I'll show you right now. So you have a single sink shower tub combo, so a full bathroom attached to this bedroom here. And then you also have a nice good sized walk-in closet, which we'll turn back around here in a second. Just give you one more look at this room, a full 360 view for you, and then we will show you this closet here. So a nice big walk-in closet. So great having this upstairs. So I don't know, maybe you have a mother-in-law or grandparents or cousin or somebody else lives with you as an adult. They have their own privacy, their own bathroom, everything they need right there in that secondary suite. And then you go over to this other side of the game room. You have that little nook there as well. Could be a little reading nook or office space. The other side of the game room, you have another full bathroom. So you can see this big shower tub combo, nice tiled all the way up, single sink, a really nice floor in here. I really like that bathroom. That's awesome. And then you have your third bedroom over here to the left of that bathroom down this hallway. So again, these are all really good sized rooms too. So this one's got those windows looking out towards the front of the homes. You can see lets in just a ton of light. I don't even know if the lights were on in this room. Looks like that lamp was on, but you can see how bright it is in here just from the light coming in from the windows. Then you turn around. This one's actually got a huge closet. So you come in here, you have this big oversized walk-in closet. Most like secondary bedrooms are gonna have just like a little tiny closet. So really cool that they did a full walk-in closet on this one. Then you go across the hallway and you have the fourth and final bedroom. So again, this one got that window over there letting in some light. Nice good sized closet as well, and a really good sized room. I think that was probably about a queen size bed, so you can see plenty of room for dresser, side tables. Really good sized room here. And then we'll go back out this way through the game room, head back downstairs and check out this primary suite and ensuite. So I'll show you this view kind of just one more time. If you're coming from upstairs, you'll walk through this whole entryway area into this big open great room, and then we'll get over here into the primary suite. So this is obviously everyone's favorite part, right? So you have this huge bedroom. That nice accent wall actually runs up through the ceiling too. You can see how they ran the wood through the ceiling as well. Really big room. That was probably about a king size bed in this room. You can see plenty of room to walk in front of there. Still have that big dresser, nice little seating area, all those windows looking out to the backyard. Then we'll come in here to the ensuite. So you got a double sink area here, big walk-in closet, which I'll show you in a second, and then a nice oversized stand-up shower. So this thing is huge. You can see me in that reflection there. I'm about 6'2", so I'm not a little person, but you can see compared to even my size, that is a really big shower there. But coming this way, you have this little storage / linen closet here also. So nice having that extra storage right there in your primary ensuite, and then a nice big walk-in closet. So plenty of room. You got 2 built-in shelves there on either side also, so both people have plenty of storage space. Again, you can see those double sinks walking back out towards your primary bedroom. And I always like doing this little walkthrough here because it gives you a feel of, you know, you got ready, you're coming back out through your bedroom, out into this big open airy space, just beautiful space here. Grab a cup of coffee, head to the backyard and just kind of hang out and chill and enjoy these beautiful Houston days right now. We're in February and it is awesome out here right now. The weather is perfect. It was about 75 degrees today, but you can see you got a nice covered patio here and then a good sized yard. So this yard, obviously it's not a huge yard, but comparatively speaking, a really good sized yard. Just looking back at that patio, beautiful home. All right, so let's get back inside this house and check out these prices. So this house that we literally just walked through, there is one for sale right now. You're not gonna believe this price. Let's go over here into the kitchen since that is my favorite spot in this whole place. I'm gonna turn you around and we'll check this sheet out right here. So again, this exact house right here, same exact floor plan. Flip you around real quick. So here we are right here. This right here, the model home. This is the Enclave Series Cayman 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 2795 square feet, 2-car garage, game room. They just dropped this thing from $421 down to $399. So you're sub 400 on a house just like this one. And then you can see these other ones too. So from here down, these are all your 2-story series. So you got 389.9, 389.9, 399.9. So all 4 of them from 389 to 399. You're talking about 2,500 square feet, just under 2,700 square feet here. Another one at 2,500 square feet, and the biggest one here at just under 2,800 square feet for $399. As you can see, big price drops on these houses, going all the way under 400,000 for something like this. And if you didn't cheat when I just showed you the price on this one, all the 1-stories are at the top of this list. So if you wanted to go back and look at them without even looking at this house, you technically could, but I'm gonna go show you the house anyway, and then we'll take a look at this price sheet again, and I'll show you what these 1-stories right next door, right here, are going for right now. Okay, so before we get into the second house, that 1-story house, I wanna show you where we're at and give you a really good idea of the location of Balmoral in the vicinity of Houston. So let's go ahead and jump right here. As you can see, this is a map of Houston. So downtown Houston is right here in the center of this. You have your loop system. So this is the highway system. You have your first loop, which is 610. You have your second loop, which is Beltway 8. And then you have your big loop, the last loop that they built, which is Highway 99 right here. So you can get pretty much anywhere within Houston. You see all these highways coming in and out. It's like a spider web. That's actually one thing I love about Houston, is this freeway setup compared to being in LA. You know, it's all relative, right? I feel like traffic in Houston is amazing. I'm never like parked on the freeway. Even if there is a little bit of traffic, it's usually still moving, not nearly as bad as LA traffic. So if you're coming from LA or New York or one of those bigger cities, Houston traffic is not bad. Everyone in Houston is gonna tell you it's so terrible. It's really not, take my word for it. But as you can see, Balmoral is right up here on this northeast side of Houston. So commuting is amazing being up here on the northeast side, because as you can see, you're right next to this Beltway 8. So you can get into downtown. Say you work down here on the Gulf Coast, maybe you're in the oil or chemical industry, you can take Beltway 8 to 10 to get down here to Baytown, which is actually where I used to work. I used to work for ExxonMobil. That's what brought me to Houston and my family back in 2018. So I worked right here in Baytown, and I live up here in Kingwood. So super easy getting down to Beltway 8, getting over to Baytown. You can see the Woodlands up here towards the top of this map. You got Conroe even further north. But just to show you here, let's see right now, say you're gonna be working downtown, you can go from Balmoral, we'll get directions here, swap those, we'll get directions to, we'll say downtown Houston, see how far that trip is. So right now you're 28 minutes into downtown, and it is, what time is it? It's 2:40 p.m. right now. So not too much traffic, maybe kids getting out of school around this time. 28 minutes into downtown, not bad at all. And you can see there's quite a bit of traffic right here as soon as you get into town. One thing kind of to note, just speaking of traffic, since we're talking about commuting, like I said, getting in and out is super easy. Really the only places you hit traffic are when you get inside of this 610 loop. So you're gonna have traffic right around downtown, but if you're out here towards this Beltway 8, more towards the suburbs, there's really not too much traffic anywhere. It's really just right here in this main downtown area. But, you know, like I said, say you're gonna be working over here, you're in the chemical oil industry, something like that, you're gonna be right here along the Gulf Coast. We can get directions to, we'll do Baytown, since that's where I worked for ExxonMobil. You're 32 minutes into Baytown. I know a lot of people work down here in Texas City, LaPorte. Basically this whole thing right here, as far as your eye can see, is chemical plants, refineries. This is like the oil capital of the country right here. So if you are looking to work down here, not a bad commute getting down here, especially being up on this northeast side. Is really, really pretty, as you'll see when we get to the amenities and kind of some of your more things to do around this area. So super cool. Another big destination spot for people is the Woodlands. So my wife and I love going up to the Woodlands. It's only 35 minutes to get up to the Woodlands. So you have, you know, Cynthia Woods Pavilion, you have the Woodlands Mall, you have a ton of stuff to do up here in the Woodlands. So that's really, you know, when you guys call me, really one of the big talking points is always the Woodlands. People love that area. It is really, really nice. So 35 minutes up there. And then the big one I almost forgot about, one of the most important things when y'all call me is a lot of people want to be close to the airport or within a certain distance to the airport. If you're like my wife and I, when we moved here, we had no family, no friends. We didn't know anyone in Houston, so being close to the airport was important for us. So you can see right here, I mean, you can see just here, it's super close to the airport. So we'll go to Bush Intercontinental Airport. I always have a problem saying that. You're 18 minutes to the airport. And the cool thing too, I get this question a lot, so just put it out there up front. When the planes fly into Bush Airport, they actually come around like on this north side of Houston and circle back around over the lake and they land here. But you're far enough east from the airport where you don't hear the planes for the most part. You can kind of see them every once in a while. You know, you'll hear one that's flying in low for some reason, but for the most part, they're high enough to where they don't bother you. And the reason I mention that is being from LA, I had friends, for example, that lived in Lenox, and when the planes would fly over coming into LAX, it was like those things were on top of your house. Like you could feel the rumbling in the house, and it was every few minutes, like nonstop. So that's something that sticks out in my head and obviously sticks out in a lot of your minds because you asked that when you call about this specific Tascasita, Humble area. So no, it's not a nuisance like it is from my experience in LA. So wanted to put that out there and let y'all know up front. But again, 18 minutes to the airport, super quick, super easy. If we get back out here, close this up. So, you know, like I said, that's really your big picture. Here's your destination spots, how long it takes to get to certain places. But zooming in, we'll talk about things to do, right? So as you can see, you know, this is a very built out community. This isn't in the middle of nowhere. You have a ton of stuff nearby. You got the airport, you got downtown, you got all kinds of stuff to do. There's actually 4 big shopping centers surrounding this Balmoral, Humble area. So we'll start up here. This is kind of your main one. If we zoom in right here, you'll see this is the Atascocita Town Center. I don't know why I can't talk today, but zooming in right here, this is kind of where you're gonna have all of your main stuff. So you have Target, obviously the biggest one. That's kind of the main thing that brings people to this shopping plaza. You have Target, Sephora, TJ Maxx, Petco, Ross, Kohl's, Lowe's, HEB, the grocery store. Right across the street, you have a Kroger, which is another grocery store, and a bunch of little kind of mom and pop shops here as well. Chick-fil-A, Whataburger. You have Time Out Tavern, which is kind of like a little dive bar type place. We go there often actually. Brooklyn Pizzeria, which is really, really good. Best Buy, Chipotle. You have Crumble Cookie, also Marco's Pizza. You got Walmart over here. You got Aldi. Walmart's right here in this area. But a ton of stuff right here in this shopping center. Starbucks, and that's just like the main things that are popping up. There is, you drive through here and it's just shop after shop, store after store. So anything you want, you can get right here in the Atascocita Town Center. Kind of zooming back out again, like I said, there's shopping centers everywhere. There's another one over here, and this is more of this is the mall. So this is Deerbrook Mall, and this is really the only mall in this area. So you have a lot of shopping plazas, mom and pop shops, a ton of things to do. If you want the mall experience, you're gonna be right here at Deerbrook Mall. And then the cool thing is right across the street from Deerbrook Mall, again, you have Best Buy, Home Depot, Saltgrass Steakhouse, World Market. There's like I don't think it's a Bye Bye Baby, but there's a baby store right here too. It's Old Navy, Marshall's, Joann's, furniture stores, Chewy's Mexican restaurant. I mean, just, you can go on and on. Papa's Seafood, which is amazing, by the way. If you like seafood, you gotta try out Papa's. And then across the way here, you have Hobby Lobby, and then you have the Deerbrook Mall. And it's kind of like your normal mall. You got your store, Forever 21, all your main mall stores you got right there in the Deerbrook Mall. And then even coming across this way on 1960, you got Sam's Club, you got Kroger, you got Total Wine, Academy Sports, which is basically just like Dick's Sporting Goods. You have your regular sporting goods store, another Walmart, just Chick-fil-A. I mean, again, everything you could want. And you're literally just, we'll zoom out again. This was that first shopping center in Atascocita. You got this one over here in Humble. And then coming down this way, you actually have 2 more. So there's another one right here. Again, another Walmart, Starbucks, bunch of restaurants if we zoom in further. So Los Cucos, First Watch, which is a good little brunch spot. Toasted Yolk, again, another good brunch spot. You know, AutoZone, pretty much everything. You got Showbiz Cinemas, which is the movie theater here. You got all that right there in that shopping plaza. And then coming this way, which is closest to Balmoral, you have another shopping plaza here. So again, another Home Depot, another H-E-B, and then your Westlake Marketplace here. You got Ulta Beauty, you got Dick's Sporting Goods, a bunch of restaurants in here too. So you got Dutch Bros Coffee, Las Palomas Mexican Restaurant, Whataburger. There's plenty more in here too that's not showing up, but you get the point. Everything you need right here in this general vicinity. And then what's really cool too, if you saw my video from last week, this is the Groves right here. So you have the Groves, which is just north of Balmoral, and they're building right here at this intersection. There's another H-E-B coming in and a little shopping plaza attached to that H-E-B. So I mean, you're gonna have this right here in your backyard, literally in your backyard from Balmoral. You have your shopping center here, and then those other two I pointed out up here in Tascasita and Humble. So never gonna run out of stuff to do if you live right here in this area. Okay, so kind of zooming back out on this map again, you can see this whole Houston image right here. We're up here on the northeast side in Balmoral. Hope that gave you a good idea of where we're at. And if you're thinking about if you're gonna work downtown, you're a straight shot into downtown. If you're on the east side, straight shot over there. Really, really quick getting pretty much anywhere around this northeast side of Houston. So really great location for that. But let's go ahead. We're gonna go to this second house, this one story, so you can compare the two. But before we get over there, if you would do me a favor and hit that like button. So hitting that like button is just gonna tell YouTube's algorithm that you're enjoying this content. Maybe you're getting some valuable information out of it and it's actually helping you. Hit that like button for me, I would appreciate it. I spend a lot of time on these videos, so I would greatly appreciate that. It helps me out a ton. You don't even believe what that one little like can do for a video. So I appreciate you guys doing that right now. And let's go ahead and check out house number 2. All right, so here we are. This is, I think, my favorite one. So this is the one-story home. It is a great layout, a great floor plan. You can see this one actually sits on a corner lot, and this specific house is going to be coming up for sale pretty soon. They don't have an exact date on it, but if you're interested in this exact house, reach out to me because it's going to be coming up for sale. So you come in here, as soon as you walk into the right-hand side, you have a full bathroom there, and then you have an additional bedroom up here towards the front of the home. So a lot of people use this kind of as an office space if they don't need this extra bedroom. Since it's kind of tucked away towards the front of the home, it's sort of, you know, you feel like you're away from your actual living space back there. And then you have this full bathroom here. So nice big shower tub combo, beautiful tiled. And then as we come back out, we'll walk through the rest of this entryway, and then it really opens up into that kitchen, living, and dining room area. So right there straight ahead, that would be the garage again. So you would come in from that garage entry, and then you see this open concept, big oversized island. And then what's really cool is as we turn left here, you have an additional office space. So private office right here off of the kitchen living area, which is really cool. And then you have those 2 doors for privacy. You know, I have kids and they run around and yell, and I'm trying to do calls and make videos. And so it would be nice having that extra privacy, right? But you know, as you can see, beautiful kitchen. I really love the natural wood with the black hardware. I see a lot of builders doing this right now, and people are loving it. I feel like a lot of people are starting to kind of go away from the all white or all gray look that it seemed like everyone was doing for the last 10-15 years. So really nice natural wood look. You still have that kind of white countertop there with some veining through it, gas cooktop, really nice backsplash. And then this big oversized island right here. So you obviously have this sink there in the middle of the island. Just great entertaining space right here. And then coming over here, you have the dining room, you know, obviously looking over there towards that living room area as well, and out towards that back patio. And then another cool feature on this one is they added in this wet bar. So you come this way and you have this little additional wet bar space. So again, this is actually a common thing here in Texas. Being from California, you didn't really see this too often, but it's pretty common here to have a wet bar off of your living space. So it's kind of just an additional entertainment thing. So you have people over hanging out, maybe someone's cooking in the kitchen. People don't have to go in and out of the kitchen in order to make drinks or do whatever they're doing. You have this additional wet bar space right here. So really cool. And then you come down this hallway, you're going to have 2 more bedrooms and another full bathroom. So this would be the second bedroom. We saw that first one up there towards the front of the home. So you have this second bedroom here, and then coming down this hallway as we walk out, you'll see just to the left hand side you have another full bathroom, and then you see that bedroom there on the right. So you got another full bathroom here, shower tub combo, really nice tile work there in the shower as well, single sink, and then you have the third bedroom just to the right of this hallway. So that bathroom would be shared between these 2 bedrooms here. And then coming in here, again, another pretty good sized room. You know, for a 1-story home, I don't think I mentioned all the details on this home at the beginning, so I'll go ahead and do that right now. This home is about 2,000 square feet. It's a 4-bed. As you can see, it actually had 3 full bathrooms. You had that full bathroom towards the front, you have a full bathroom right here, and then when we go over to the primary, obviously you have your ensuite there in that primary as well. So coming back this way, to the right is the primary, to the left is the laundry room. It's like these rooms just never end in these houses here in Texas. So nice, good sized laundry room, ton of storage overhead, and still space for more storage right there behind the washer dryer as well. And then coming into the primary. So this is my favorite part. You have this huge primary. That's about a king size bed there. Ton of space on either side for those side tables. Beautiful light fixtures, big windows letting in all that natural light. Just great serene space right here in this primary. And then you can see they have that dresser there along that wall. A lot of people would put a TV up there, but plenty of room to walk through here and over into your ensuite. So you can see a nice big double sink area. You have that extra vanity space in the center, so ton of countertop space, big oversized tub, nice stand-up shower. This is a beautiful bathroom. Probably, I mean, in my opinion, I like this one more than the first one for some reason. And then you got a nice big closet too. When I came in here, I laughed because they have that one of those rods is like 10 feet up above this closet. I was like, who, if you had Shaq come over, maybe he can put his clothes up there. But huge closet in there. And then that leads me into one thing too. A lot of times with these 1-story homes, you are going to have really high ceilings, obviously, because there's not a second story above. So as you see, even right here in the primary, the living room, every part of this house, you have about 10 to 12 foot ceilings. So makes that space feel a lot bigger than it actually is, because it's not really crammed down on top of your head, or it doesn't feel like it's crammed down on top of your head. So one more look at this kitchen, dining, living area, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at this backyard. So as soon as you come out here, you have this patio. It kind of sits on the side of the house, actually. As I mentioned, this one's on a corner lot, so you can see as soon as you come out, it looked like the yard isn't big, but you have this huge yard space on the side of the home, and then it kind of wraps around the back also. So you'll see that as we turn around here. So actually a really good sized yard, and overall a great, beautiful home, especially for a 1-story. All right, so let's get back inside this house. One thing to note about Houston, there's always gardening going on. Wherever you go, any house I go to look at, there's always gardening, which is a good thing, right? Everything looks beautiful, everything's nice out here. Let's get back in here and check out these prices real quick. You know, like I said, this house is starting to make me want a 1-story. I've always been a 2-story person, but walking through this setup is just awesome. Really beautiful house, but here we go. Let's check these things out. So I'm gonna turn you around right now. All right, right here. So as you can see, these 5 homes are all 1-story. So these are all gonna be similar to what we just walked through right now. This one's available now, just over 1,900 square feet, 4-bed, 2-bath, priced at $329,900. We got another one here, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,900 square feet, $339,900. You got one at $347,900. That one's 4-bed, 2-bath, over 2,000 square feet. Another one over 2,000 square feet, $369,900. $374,900 for about 1,800 square feet here. So you're looking at these prices anywhere essentially from $330,000 to $375,000 for a home similar to this one that we just walked through. And on top of this, one thing I forgot to mention here, let me turn you back around. One thing I forgot to mention on the first home when we went over this, they're actually doing incentives on these homes too. So they're offering up to 10 grand towards your closing costs, or you could use that for a rate buy down too. So you can get a rate buy down, or you can get 10,000 bucks to help with your closing costs. So let's go ahead and check out the amenities right here in Balmoral. So this place is mainly known for its Crystal Lagoon, which is a 2-acre lagoon that I'm about to show you. And then you got schools on site, you got a gym, you got a lot of other stuff, basketball courts, ton of things to do right here in the community. So you remember before, kind of showed you everything there is to do around Balmoral. Now we're gonna zoom in, take a look at what you have literally right here in your backyard if you live here in Balmoral. So let's go ahead, take a look at this. So this is their website. You know, you can jump on the website too. You can see right here, it's balmoralhouston.com. And this, like I said, is their main attraction. So you have this huge 2-acre lagoon. Only rule on here is there's no motorized boating equipment. So you got paddle boards, stand-up paddle boards, canoes, things like that. You know, you got this beach right here. Let's go ahead and we'll take a better look at this. Super cool place. Check out this photo gallery real quick. So the cool thing really too about this place, and you can see it in like this picture here, for example, this is real sand. So it's basically like a whole beach setup. You got cabanas, you got your umbrellas with your little lounge chairs out there. So you can hang out, have some drinks, hang out with your friends. And then back here is kind of your community center. So you have a gym, you have a ton of stuff to do back here, which I'm gonna show you in a second as well. But let's go ahead and go back and we'll talk about the amenities, the lagoon being one of them. So, you know, as I said, that's their main attraction, right? So you can see back here, you got this pool. This is a great shot of it right here. So this is what I mentioned. You have your amenity village is what they call it. So you have your resort style pool right here. And then it has this infinity edge that goes over into the 2-acre lagoon. So if you're coming out just to kind of hang out and swim, you don't have to be over here on the sand and all that stuff. If you don't want to, you got your own resort style pool right here. You can see this grass area back here, volleyball courts, and then you have kind of a little, I don't know what those are called, but obstacle course, I guess you would call it, right here on the water. So really, really cool. You got sand volleyball back here as well. You got a splash pad for kids back here behind where these chairs are, which they don't show you. But right here at Amenity Village, you have 7,500 square foot clubhouse, which is this building here. You have the fitness center. You have your resort style pool with infinity edge, which is that one there. There's a splash pad, like I mentioned. You have the volleyball courts back here, a playground and hammocks, so you can just kind of come lay out and just relax. We all need that time to relax, right? But we kind of already talked about this big lagoon. You know, get out there, you can snorkel like this kid is, you can take stand-up paddle boards, you can kayak, just really, really fun, awesome time out here at this lagoon. And then you also have what's called a Victory Park. So at Victory Park, you're gonna have tennis courts, you got a basketball pavilion, there's an amphitheater, there's a multi-use stage, sports fields, playgrounds for kids up to 12 years old, there's a picnic area and pavilion, and an outdoor kitchen area as well, which is super cool. And then this area right here is basically, this is kind of like, you know, you have your whole trail system that runs through the neighborhood. And then they have what they call Fitness Hub Park, which is one stop in that area. So you have a 8-foot climbing wall, rope up, bamboo jungle, cargo net. You have an ab ladder and dip station, a row station. So basically, you see this quite often. You'll have trails and then you kind of have like little workout stations along those trails. Basically, this is the same concept with the Fitness Hub Park. And then another cool thing that they just introduced is this Be Mobile. So as you can see right here, it is a electric scooter that you can take along what they call the green bolts, which is basically the trail system. So it's kind of a play on the green belt trails. That's a big name out here. A lot of these villages have green belt trails, which are walking trails. They call this the green bolt. So you can actually just grab one of these yellow scooters, get on your way, mosey to the pool, to the park, to wherever you're going, and then you just drop it back off when you're done with it. So super cool thing right there, having that. So right now we'll go ahead and jump over to some of the schools in the area so you have an idea of what schools you are zoned to. So when it comes to public schools, this is part of the Humble ISD, Humble Independent School District. And you'll see right here, you have Centennial Elementary, Groves Elementary School, Ridge Creek Elementary School, Autumn Ridge Middle School, Westlake Middle School, Wood Creek Middle School, Summer Creek High School. So if you want to look any of those up, we can actually do that right now. Let's go ahead and go to niche.com and we'll go to Humble ISD. You can see I've already looked at this because this is what I do all the time. So you can see Humble ISD is ranked the #4 best school district in Harris County. Overall niche grade is an A, B+ academics, A teachers, A clubs and activities, A diversity, A college prep, A- administration. Really great school district right here in Humble. And then one of the main things I always look at is the map. So I'm going to show you that too. Go over some of these ratings here. Number 29, most diverse school districts in Texas. Number 43, best school districts for athletes in Texas. Number 62, best places to teach in Texas. So you'll see right here, Humble ISD kind of incorporates, here's Humble, here's the Atascocita, this is Balmoral, the Groves down here. And also what a lot of people don't realize is this is Kingwood up here. So Kingwood is actually part of Humble ISD. As you can see, if you're watching this and maybe a lot of people looking in this Humble Atascocita area are also looking in Kingwood. Thing with Kingwood is there's not really any new construction. It's all built out. But as you can see, very highly rated schools. One of the main reasons why it's so popular amongst young families with school-aged children. But going back down here, so right here you have the Groves Elementary, which is one of the elementary schools for Balmoral. You have Westlake Middle School, B+ rated. You have Centennial Elementary, A-, Ridge Creek Elementary. Down here you have Wood Creek Middle School. And then coming up this way, you have Lakeshore. You got Atascocita Springs Elementary, which is zoned more further up here. So in Balmoral, you're gonna be down here. But the high school, you have Atascocita High School up here. And then down this way, you have Summer Creek High School, so A-rated school there too. So as you can see, pretty much any school you're gonna be at in this vicinity right here along Westlake Houston, there's a lot of new construction or newer construction in these areas as well. Really good schools here in Humble ISD. As you saw, number 4 best school district in Harris County. Harris County is Houston essentially, so best school district in Houston, Harris County area. Number 4 best school district, I should say, in the Houston, Harris County area. And to pull this up real quick, if you are interested in private schools, you can see right here that there are private schools nearby. So you have Atascocita Christian Academy, Berrien Christian School, Christian Life Center Academy, Humble Christian School, Holy Trinity Episcopal School, I think that's how you say that, the learning experience at Fall Creek. So plenty of options too, even though there are really good, highly rated public schools. If you prefer to have your children in private school, you have options right here with private school as well. All right, so here we go. Let's check out a mortgage calculator and see what a potential payment could look like on the homes that we just looked at right now. But before that, go ahead and hit that like button for me. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. We covered a lot of ground today, but hit that like button for me. It helps me out a ton. It tells YouTube that this video is actually good quality, good content, informative, and it'll push it out to more people. So not only does it help me, but it helps other people that are just like you that are looking for this content, thinking about moving to Houston, but they're just really trying to figure it out. That's what I do this for. I do this to help y'all make that decision or not make that decision, just ultimately decide if it's right for you. So if this is helping you out at all, hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. But let's check these things out. So we'll go ahead and pull up the one we just watched, which was the 1-story home. So right here, the 1-story here, we got 11930 Fletching Stone is the address for the one that's available. So we'll pull this bad boy up and take a look at this house. So as you can see, here we are, boom, right there in Balmoral. Here's the home. Actually, let's see if they have some more pictures of this place before we jump into the calculator. So there you go. There it is. That's literally the house that we just walked through. So you can see these are all representative photos, but same floor plan, basically the same house. Here's one of the house that's actually being built. So we can check out that too. So you can see this is available now actually. Yep, it's move-in ready. Obviously they haven't updated the pictures on it, but it's available for purchase right now. Here's what it looks like outside. You know, obviously you'll have your driveway here, your yard will be all landscaped and done. Picture of the inside, obviously doesn't look that great right now, but you know, when we just went through that model home, you can see what that home potentially could look like with your tender, loving care to make it your own. But let's go ahead and get down here to this mortgage calculator. So again, this is all on har.com. So I'm literally on har right now. You can look at all these homes, you can pull stuff up, scroll down to this calculator. It'll give you a good idea of what a payment might look like on something like this. So as you can see, that price on that house was $329,990, 20% down, 30 years, 6.9, which is kind of what we're seeing right now on interest rates. You can see right there, estimated monthly principal and interest plus estimated property taxes a month. You're looking at about $25.64. Let's say you wanted to get down to, 10% down, you're up to $27.81. You can go all the way to 5% down on a conventional loan, $28.90. Let's say your FHA, you want to be down at 3.5% out of your pocket for your down payment. You're at $29.22 a month for a home similar to the one that we just looked at. One of the things that they're offering too, as you saw in that video, they're actually offering $10,000 towards closing costs or a rate buy down. So at 3%, let's say you can buy this rate down to $329,000. We'll say you buy your rate down to like even at 6.25, we'll say. Actually, we'll drop it down to 6 and calculate that, $27.34. So at FHA loan with 3.5% down, you use that 10 grand they give you to buy that rate down, you're about $2,700 a month. Let's see if we went all the way up to 20% down with that same rate, you're right about $2,400 with 6%. We'll cut it in the middle right here at 10%, $2,600 a month for a home like this. And again, this all depends on your credit score, how much you're putting down. There's a lot of factors that go into your actual mortgage payment that you individually will see. This is kind of just rough numbers to sort of give you a good idea of what it potentially could look like, right? So that was the one-story home. Let's go ahead and check out the two-story home, which I have right here. That was 12014 Fletching. There you go. So this one is also ready to go. So this is the model home floor plan, that two-story that I showed you first. We can check out some photos here. So nice open concept living, dining, kitchen area, game room upstairs, same exact floor plan. You can see how different these things look when they are not staged, right? Looks like a completely different house, but exactly the point, right? They stage these homes, these model homes, they look really, really pretty, really awesome. This one's actually got a huge backyard, so that's pretty cool. You got your covered patio, huge backyard, no back neighbors. Let's take a look at how much this thing is costing right now. So again, scroll all the way down to the mortgage calculator. It's already set up here with 20% down at 6.9% interest, $399,990 on that price. $3,100 a month there. So let's say you're still right here at that 6.9 interest rate, you put 10% down, $3,371. So you put 5% down, $3,500. FHA at 3.5, you're at $3,542. But again, you still got that incentive to buy that rate down. Let's say you put that 10 grand towards buying that rate down, you get down to $3,300 with 3.5% down, and then we'll just walk it back up that way. 5%, $3,278. We'll go 10% down, $3,158, and then 20% down brings you under 3 grand to $2,919 a month right there with that 6% interest rate if you use that cash they're going to give you at closing to go towards your interest. So a house just like that first one we walked through, that two-story, beautiful home, game room, really, really awesome home right there under 3 grand a month. So that's it, guys. I hope I was able to give you some good value in this video. If so, hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. It helps me out so much. But if you're looking into the Houston area, if you just want to chit chat, go ahead. This is all my contact information. So you can text me, you can call me, you can email me here. In the description of this video, I have a Zoom link also, but if you email me, I'll send you that Zoom link. And those are really the best thing to do, because literally what I just did for you right now on the computer is what we do on those Zoom calls. So I get people from California, New York, Florida, Canada, across the world, Taiwan, Vietnam, basically anywhere you can think of. There's so many people moving here to Houston, and it's really cool because we get on these Zoom calls, I screen share, I can show you a map, I can show you all these different areas, answer your questions in real time, because you probably have questions as you were watching this video, and we do this literally in real time. I pull up houses, I pull up the map, I pull up the areas and things to do, and we talk through this on that Zoom call. And really you can kind of nail down exactly the type of house you're looking for, maybe a certain area that you're looking for. If you're between different areas, you're not quite sure. We get a lot knocked out in these Zoom calls. So those are awesome too. But any way you want to reach out to me. All my contact info is right here. But as usual, I appreciate you. God bless you. And I'll see you on the next one.